we'll do it like that. DJ as in D Journey Louise DJ, right? I think. Are these both you? Okay, right on. All right, I figured as much. We are also live on YouTube, by the way. I'll never remember to do it every single day. Thank you. I really wish there was a way for this to be automatically updated already. It feels like that at this point, that should be a thing. Like the, you know, we have the goals for sub points and bits and all that stuff. It'd be awesome if we had a widget, even a Twitch native widget or whatever. I mean, besides just underneath the screen. Underneath the stream, I should say. Underneath the screen. All right. Hi. How's it going? Long time no see. You would think I would have a checklist. You would think? You'd think at this point that I'd have a checklist and I would, you know, go through and make sure I've done everything every single time. But no. Actually, somebody tried to help me put together a checklist once for going live, and I promptly ignored it every single day. So, that let this be a lesson to all of the rest of you not to try to help me. But this doesn't say that it's whether or not it's DMCA. Vintage lounge background music. That would be fun. That would be fun. However, no guaranteeing we won't get DMCA'd to Kingdom Come by that. So, let's see. I like the Bossa Nova one. And we listened to Synthwave yesterday, I think. So, we'll listen to the Bossa Nova station on Lo-Fi Girl today. Candy Bear's napping before work. No worries, friend. Please get your rest. Thank you for the lurk, Aster Dragon. The other side of reality. Yes, on the other side of the screen. It's a portal. The screen is literally... We're all like, why can't we have portals? The future is now. How you doing, Ariella? I'm spontaneous, and there's nothing wrong with that. Yes, could you please let the rest of the world know? Thank you so much. My lipstick looks great. Thank you. Sometimes when I'm feeling like I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to muster like the energy and like be like, wee, I go, you know what? I'm going to put on some makeup. And that's going to help me feel like I'm preparing for this in a way that maybe I wouldn't otherwise. And the same goes for, some other things like self-care slash, whatever. Getting dressed up, etc. I'm not against it entirely. Right? I don't necessarily do it every single day. I like to set you guys up for disappointment. The disappointment is the norm. Low effort. Low effort is the norm. So then when I actually go to the trouble of doing something like this, you're like, wow. You are a ball of residency, application, nervous chaos. Let's go, Ariella. Did you do that? Is that a thing you did? Hi, RC. Welcome in. Writes that down. Do what makes you feel good. Feel food? Sure. You know what I did today? I went through the drive-thru and got myself a latte. Thanks a latte, me. Holy hell, why is a latte $6, chat? What the heck? Why is a latte $6? Chat, that's ridiculous. I almost just spit out like $1 worth of latte, Ariella. You applied to 16 children's hospitals. I'm like the meme of that guy at the awards show. 16 of them? It's not Bread Hat Day, but thank you for asking. You just ate a plate full of rosemary, garlic, sauteed potato. I made roasted potatoes, Montreal seasoned chicken legs, and salad for dinner last night, and it was delightful. You took your medical licensing exam 2 days ago. It was 9 hours. You are le cooked. Yeah, that's so amazing. Ariella, I hope that they all have to show up at some place and do like a battle royale style rumble to determine who will be your future employer. That's incredible. For what it's worth, that's a very average amount. Maybe even slight. Nope. Everybody get your brackets. You've not tried the Montreal seasoning on chicken. It's really good. If it wasn't $6, then armchair news folks wouldn't be able to say, if people want to be rich, they should stop by. So I don't do this very often, partly because I haven't been able to drive through a drive-thru to buy a latte. Every so often when I'm out with the kids walking around, I would walk through the drive-thru. I'd be that person. I make pour-over coffee every morning, and it's delicious. And I have a mocha pot and a little, handheld battery-operated frother that, I can froth my milk with if I want to. I'll make fancy coffee for my husband and I sometimes. We have these fancy glass coffee mugs that have, the Bodum coffee mugs that have, the copper frame around it with a little handle sticking out. And I'll make, sometimes I'll get fancy and grate fresh nutmeg over the top. My coffees at home are better than 95% of the coffee that I can find in my general area right around here. Now in Portland, obviously that would be a little bit different, but it's pretty rural here. There's a couple places where there's one or two of the baristas who really know what they're doing. And that's fine. I don't care. I'm happy with this coffee. It's delicious. And the person who made it was really nice. I'm not a snob most of the time. The way it works is you apply and then they choose whether or not to invite you for interview. Then you interview. Then you submit your ranked list of hospitals while the hospital submits a ranked list of applicants. Then a computer spits out the list of who matches where, And it's a binding contract. So then you go there forever. I'm just kidding. I mean, binding contract for a limited amount of time, right? Hi, Jen. No, but actually. Ariella, as someone who works with multiple nonprofits that promote finding cures for catastrophic childhood illness and making their hospital stays less frightening, I am so happy to know you, my friend. Thank you for choosing to go into that field. It's not easy, but it's so important. And as a parent, I also thank you. It's binding for 3 years, but a lot of people settle down and never move again, right? Well, it probably depends on where you land. And hopefully this system actually helps you find, a place that you feel like really does actually, fit what you want from an employer. So, hey, sometimes things like algorithms / computer, robotic assistance with certain decision-making processes can make it more fair and less susceptible to bias, right? So I super hope that you end up with a really good fit, and because you deserve it. You've worked really hard. You're so excited thinking about the possibilities of combining your residency contacts with your Twitch fundraising contacts and doing a cool project someday. You'd be honored to work together. I know there's people in the chat right now who are trying to figure out ways to be able to leverage the experience they've had working with nonprofits on this platform into, even creating their own organizations that address particular needs that they see that are out there that people, deserve to feel like they're being seen and served by someone, especially if they don't have access in their, area to the services that they need, providing them. There are. So, I've said this before, I'll say it again. Your experience streaming and anything in the content creation space, particularly, if you are doing things like putting together teams, managing those teams, organizing events, creating social media posts, and curating social media stuff and all of that, and collaborating with other organizations, other groups. It is important that you realize that is not a skill that limits itself to this space. And even if you don't want to necessarily divulge, what your channel name is or, where exactly you create content, on your resumes and your cover letters and in your interviews, there are ways to describe the experience that you have from streaming and community management, that don't necessarily, I guess that would be like the reverse of doxing. Sodding? Like if you don't want your employer to know, where you stream or something like that. You contemplated whether or not to write about Twitch on your application, and ultimately you did. You hope they ask you about it because it's way more fun to talk about than tell me about a time you disagreed with a colleague and why it means you're a perfect employee, right? And the trick questions where they're like, tell us one of your weaknesses. We won't exploit them. Community management, nice keyword. You can say things like, online community, but make sure it's a secret strength. Indeed. Hello. Hi. Who's helloing? Why isn't that showing on this particular version of my dashboard? It's Tyler. Hi, Tyler. So, basically, it's like any other, even if you're not strictly getting like a wage and you're not considered an employee of Twitch, it is professional and like work experience, or it can be leveraged that way. Reminder in my text messages from Amazon that it's Prime Big Deal Days. You submit a 1099, so it's official. You have to do everything when you stream, unless you're lucky enough to, like, you know, have tons of money anyway and want to pay people to do things for you, and that's great. There's nothing wrong with that. Or you become successful enough to hire people after a time to do certain parts of it for you. But typically we were doing it all by ourselves. If you would like to benefit the stream with your Amazon shopping spree during the last dying gasps of Prime Big Deal days, because, you know, they don't have enough of these type of events on Amazon. That link in the chat that says shopping on Amazon. Use my affiliate link to help me earn commissions and support the channel. Even troubleshooting electronics or computers is part of this job, 100%. And conflict resolution, you know, if you are a big enough channel and you do things like create an application and review them before you bring somebody on in like a supervisory slash what's the word I'm looking for here? Yeah, administrative or staff role, like a mod or Discord mod, Discord admin. Do you have a Discord server? How many people are in it? You know, how active is it? These are all things to consider when applying for jobs that are not part of this industry. It doesn't matter. It still could be relevant experience. These are, what are they called? Like transferable skills. It's different than doing it in person, but it doesn't mean that you can't translate those skills to another industry. Tell us one of your weaknesses. I go into the weeds and find the exact cause of issues and problems. No, we meant ones that don't actually help the job. I will talk to a bunch of people to team build. We said that we can take advantage of, in your books, yes. GL with it. You think Twitch skills are very applicable because it's all about meeting a lot of people from all walks of life and communicating. Yes. It also involves quite a bit of thinking on your feet. So improvisation, and I don't just mean like comedy improvisation. You know, you get a huge raid, and I know that for some people that can just stop them in their tracks, right? This is one thing. You know, here's a little bit of free content creation advice. When you get a huge raid, sure, I think it's totally appropriate to react in a big way if it's a large number of people, etc., or if they're really active, or if it's someone who you really enjoy as a content creator and they've like never raided you before, or whatever, right? And even when it's not a huge raid, to react and, like, you know, be excited and to welcome everyone in with genuine enthusiasm. But don't forget to introduce yourself. Even I forget this after 7 years. I'm talking to myself just as much as I'm talking to you guys. Don't forget, even if it's super brief, to introduce yourself when you get a raid. And try to do it somewhat quickly. Your college career advisor said, add this, add that, add Excel, add to the resume. Your first internship went where? Why do you have Excel? Do you develop add-ons for Excel? Were you an Excel developer? No? Then don't put that on it, as we didn't request someone with spreadsheet experience. Fast forward, you've made many Excel/Google Sheet docs to sell project to upper management. You never know what skills you'll use. I think, you know, for sure, putting specific things on your resume as like specific skills, or, you know, software familiarity with specific software, etc. It depends on who's reading it. For some people, they're going to feel like that's filler, or like everyone who applies for this job should already know that stuff and understand it. Catering a resume to the job is important, though. Yes. But I mean, that's also kind of what cover letters are for. So do consider whether a resume that you've cooked up beforehand is appropriate for the position that you're applying for. Absolutely. And don't be afraid to like make a version of that resume just for the particular position you're interviewing for. I've taken elements of multiple different, because I don't have just one resume. I have a resume that I've used for clerical work if I'm looking for it, or if something comes up that I think I might be a good fit for. And then I also have content creation, and yeah, for sure. There's no There's nothing that says that you should only have exactly one resume, or as they call it in the EU and elsewhere, what do they call it? A CV, curriculum vitae, right? It's called a CV elsewhere. We call it a resume. When you got your first raid, you were looking away from your computer, giving your cat a treat, and your husband had to scream from the other room that there was a raid, and you didn't believe him at first. Look at that. You've got in-house chat monitoring. That's not a thing in my house, typically. I did moon everybody on YouTube yesterday. You'll have to go check it out. No, it's not. It's not an 18+ YouTube channel. The moon, if you could see it the last 2 nights in a row, was just unbelievable. I'm not the only one, and I'm just impressed that my little phone camera could take footage like that. It's not the best footage, but it's still way better than I ever would have expected. Back when cell phones first came out. I have 20 times zoom on video and 30 times zoom on pictures. And so I got some good stills as well. I need a tripod that, well, I have tripods, but I need one that I can set up outside and just have it out there. Or maybe our deck needs to be completely rebuilt. That would be you, except you don't have anyone to yell at you. Try to keep things to 1 to 2 pages. You have 100% seen hiring managers toss resumes if they couldn't read it in a few seconds. You need that blurb at the top to really cover the basics, the important points, and then, the rest of it. The part that's frustrating, though, is okay, so you spend all this time doing a resume and it has your previous work experience. And then they want you to go in online applications and re-enter all of that stuff. And it's so frustrating. I mean, okay, so I suppose there could be the instance in which you have a resume where you have, they have a resume where you have, hi, Liz. Lizard. You have a resume where you've curated, like you were saying, RC, the jobs that you've had that have important or relevant experience. But then a job application might ask you to list all of your previous employers in chronological order, and you're supposed to put all of them, even if it's not relevant experience, because they want to know where you've worked and how long you've worked there and all that stuff, right? That's fine and everything. But it's I spent 5 hours writing and polishing and making sure this looks proper, and thinking about, I'm going to change this, or, I don't need to include that. Or however long you spent on it, right? I mean, there's templates now. It used to take longer to make a resume because you had to type everything out, man. Word processing has come a long way. They had to sit there and figure out how many spaces and alignment and stuff was not as easy as it is today. So margins and all of that. I had to type things out with proper margins, manually. Many of you will never know what that's like. And it's okay. That's just how the world works, right? There's also, there was also a generation of people who never set foot inside of a motorized vehicle. So, but yeah, it's tough looking for work. If you're looking for work right now, like Ariella, if you're applying for jobs, or if you are unemployed, or if you are trying to find a better job, maybe you're employed, but you're trying to find a better job. That's such a tough place to be in your life. It really is. It's stressful. It's anxiety inducing. Even if it's exciting, if there's potential, for you to land a really great position that you're super happy about and you're passionate about and all that stuff, it's still, it consumes your energy. So be kind to yourself, try the best you can not to hyper focus on it. There was a period, and guys, the dungeons are now capped at 12 players. I didn't get in on that one. The dungeons are now capped at 12 players. We have 2 custom bosses, and I even put in some custom loot. What? Custom loot, you guys. This is how we're going to be able to use our old Stream Raiders artwork. I'm so freaking stoked because like we have these cool units that we designed that I came up with concepts for, and the artists that were working with Stream Raiders made into these really cool little sprites. And they were just gonna like, just, I mean, you could use them for something. You could put them on a website or, have them on your screen or whatever. But we're allowed to do whatever we want with that artwork now for the most part. I'm sure that they would, maybe there might be exceptions. I'm not sure. But they basically gave us permission. They said, if you want to use this art, you're welcome to it. Any art that you had from your channel. Journey Louise found an overlay voucher. Let's go. You could find a boss battle key in these dungeons. You can find those, and then also I found the setting in Tangia to give those of you who are custom loot. I put a coffee in there, and it's kind of OP. If you find our little barbarian coffee cup, if you find that, if you get that, it gives you an extra 15% of everything across the board. Because I'm psycho like that. And they were like, watch out, be careful. This has the potential to very drastically affect gameplay. And I was like, oh, really? And I was very tempted to make everything 69%, and I did not. But, it's the thought that counts. But yes, I did put some custom loot in there. I think that's the only one I got in there so far. But that's really fun that they offer this. Like, I had no idea that was like a thing. If you guys don't already use, Tangia, that's my referral link. If you use that, it benefits the channel, and we both get. I think you get a 1,000 rep, which is like their XP that you can level up and then achieve their affiliate. And then they also have a partner program, but it's a pretty, maybe one day we'll be Tangia partner. We are Tangia affiliate. Thank you guys for that. That's because you have used the extension. We are also participating in this Legend of Mushrooms sponsorship. Unfortunately, it would seem that there's a few people whose stuff is not currently being reflected in the sponsorship, which is frustrating. I do see that 3 hours ago, Ellipticis hit level 50 in Legend of Mushrooms. And then there's also so there's downloading the game helps benefit the channel. Hi, Chris. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Downloading the game can help the channel. There's also some goals for various levels. So if you reach, I think it's level 20, 40, 50, 70. I'd have to look at the message that I posted. 20, 40, 50, 70. Oh, my brain is like, nope, not going to remember these things right now. Yeah, 20, 40, 50, 70s, 95, 105. Purchase a $5 pack, $10 pack, $20 pack. That actually covers a little bit of like a range of prices from like $4 to $6. And that's all USD. So if it's like just under the amount, that will still count. Unfortunately, as I said, I contacted their support considering there's a few of you whose progress is not yet being reflected, and their auto response was, wait until your campaign ends for accurate reporting. Our support team can't help with event tracking while it's still running. But we can sort it out once it's completed. And in my experience in the past, when there's been problems like this where somebody's progress isn't counting, etc., they have done something to try to make it up to you. Does it equal the exact amount that would have been earned if the person's progress had counted? Not always, but no system like this is going to be 100% perfect. They 100% can and just don't want to. Yeah, I will say this, RC. They did not used to compensate streamers with a base rate. And that does go a long way toward making me feel like it's going to be worth it to an extent, no matter what. And then you guys helping out is great. I just don't want you to feel discouraged if it looks like your stuff isn't counting. That's really frustrating. you know? So like I say over and over again, and I mean this, please, for the love, do not feel any pressure to do these things. Downloading the game helps. Download it, you go, not really my thing. Please don't feel any guilt. Uninstall it. Go, yeah, I love 9. She's cool. She understands. I'm not going to grind this auto battler mushroom. It's cute. You know, and I've enjoyed it. I've actually been playing it. It's like kind of a good time waster. You know what I mean? Like you're bored, you're at the doctor's office, whatever. You know, you're waiting for an appointment, you're waiting in the pickup line. You know, but there's stuff that you can do in it as well. Some of you would support harder if SE pulled their act together. Just your 2 cents. I understand, and I will express that to them. Mrs. Fuzzy Mito, welcome in. How are you? Hi, Kay. I see you there. We raided into our friend Kay Reed from the second channel last night, and it was lovely because Kay was cross-stitching. Will you guys please make sure that you're following my friend Kay? Please. Kay is amazing. We really love seeing people, you know, not just try a new craft, but then end up really getting into it. Your sunflowers look amazing. I'm not just saying that. You did so much after stream, you might hit your schedule. Yeah, do it. Do it. Base rate, way better than lots of other things, yeah. If you're enjoying it, Smokey, that's awesome. Thank you. Hi, Positive. Welcome in. We do love 9. Aww. Aww. Happy Wednesday. Wednesday, indeed. This is the way. We are, I don't know. I got this thing. I can do this. This is a thing I know how to do. And the yarn is so close to, it's like very dark. It's like a really dark purple. I kind of feel like it doesn't really even matter if I have the overhead camera on it. It is not Riot Wednesday. It's not Riot Wednesday. Although if you do gift 5 subs or more, and if we hit the sub goal, when we hit the sub goal, because I just leave it there, it's fine. It's not a daily goal right now. Every 10 new sub points, we give one of these away. You can get me to just go ahead and open one for you or give it away to chat by gifting 5+ subs. It is a Pokemon Trick or Trade Fun Pack from last year. They did not release these this year. So these are in limited supply. I will mail it to you. USPS letter mail, not tracked. But I will open it on stream if you'd like me to, or I can send it to you sealed. They're probably not like terribly difficult to find, but they did not make a set of those this year. Sorry you had to unexpectedly lurk because you got a call. A new interview invite. Yay!
Yes, Queen.
Had to hurry up and schedule and do some prep. We love this. I'm so happy for you. That's awesome. I love when you guys share your wins. Like, please understand, you know, we're a community. We try to be supportive of each other. Sometimes people are going through a rough time. I'm not like toxic positivity. Like, please don't ever mention anything bad in chat. Like, we don't do that here. But I do reserve the right to try to brighten your mood, and that is really what I'm here for. It's my special purpose. It is my special purpose. I don't need anything but this thermos. He hates these cans. All right. I'm ancient, so probably not very many of you got that reference. Show of hands, who understood what I was saying just now? You never know. Even if you're not my age, you might know. Get away from the cans. Yes.
Thanks to Echo One McGill for my sub gift.
Sharing my art! Let's go! Thank you so much. 8 months sharing my art. Thank you. Thank you, Dakota, for that gift set for sharing that. What color chicken would you like to be today? What color chicken? Hello, sharing my art. How are you? Thank you so much for sharing your resub. I really appreciate you. Sharing my art. White. Perfect. I am very excited. Gonna see if we can't get in on the Bob Ross paint along at TwitchCon next week. Which is like, dude, I'm gonna be in San Diego. Ah, there goes my stitch marker. That is the appropriate reaction when you lose your stitch marker. I'm gonna be in San Diego a week from tomorrow. Can you believe that? Just gonna have me on to motivate you to work on some theater crap. You need to make 6 cardboard oversized weapon props from Clue. I did some shopping today for a cosplay stuff for the kids' Halloween costumes, which I'm not prepared. Oh no! Oh, I see. That's where I joined the new ball of yarn on the last round. I was like panicking, going, what? Did I drop a stitch or something? Everything is fine. Thank you for the lurk, Smokey. I appreciate that. What was I going to say? I forget. Oh, I bought duct tape, tacky glue. They didn't have rubber cement. Pro tip, a paper towel roll is a pipe already finished and ready to go. Right? Or if you happen to have, if you want one that's a bit more sturdy, if you happen to have, one of the middle parts from like, gift wrap. Yeah, thank you, Kate. That's just like wrapping paper. Thank you. Depends on the wrapping paper. Sometimes they have a really flimsy, just like piece of paper on the inside. Or if you have a poster that came in a canister, a tube, that sometimes those, depending on like if you ordered them online, you might have that handy. That could work. White chicken. Yes, Arky. How you doing? We must put you sharing into the bowl. Of Volknivicus. Thank you, Arky. 3, 2, 1. Pop! You have a nice tube you can use. Boom! Almost one done. Just need to paint it and reform it to a bent pipe real quick. Need this as a lizard button. Chicken, chicken, chicken. I think that if Zach doesn't already have it, he should have wizard. 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 Gizzard? Chicken gizzards? That's maybe a little bit grotesque. Lizard, wizard, gizzard, blizzard. Thank you so much, Arky. Thank you for the 1,000 bits. I was sitting there just thinking about my life for a second. I was sitting there thinking about my life for a second. I don't know if you could see that on my face. Eddie Izzard! Yes! See, this is why you turned on my stream. It's already working! Yeah! I'm hyped today. I don't know what's going on. It's the latte chat. It's the $6 latte. Magical. Hey, I mean, I did theater, right? Sharing. I went to school for theater. I've been a prop master. I've been a stage manager. I've been an assistant stage manager. I've been a house manager. I actually house managed. When I think about this now, I'm like, who the hell let me do that? I house managed Bovard Auditorium my sophomore year of college. I was 19 years old. Do you know who was the very first event I worked at Bovard Auditorium was Steve Allen's. There was a television taping for Steve Allen's 75th birthday special on PBS. A birthday television special celebrating the life and work of Steve Allen. I mean, and at that time I was just like a little theater tech and I was brand new and it was my work study job at USC. And the next year they promoted me to house manager. So I'm in there and we've got like Tony Kushner coming in. I got to talk to Tony Kushner, which was really freaking cool. I have a signed copy of one of his plays that he signed for me in person, which was so amazing. I had to apologize to him because it was a lecture series that freshmen were required to attend a certain number of them per year. You had to go to a certain number of these lectures. And there was a bunch of people who were like acting absolutely insane, and not in a good way. While he was trying to deliver his, somebody's like interviewing him on the stage and stuff, and he's talking. So that was really annoying and embarrassing for me. I actually apologized to him. I said, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry that these dirty names that were here tonight acted like this. They did not treat you with respect, and just pretty much made this into, this whole like, it was like this real frat type, I don't want to, not all fraternities or if people who have been part of fraternities are like this. Let me say that. I know that. Smellies, exactly. But the stereotypical, the stuff from Revenge of the Nerds, the horrible, mean, bully jock guys. It was that kind of behavior. And I was just like, I'm really sorry. That sucks. You're so cool. I admire you so much. You're really important in terms of literature and culture. Yeah! That's what they were doing. They were doing that up there in the balcony of Bovard Auditorium. But it was a really cool experience, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. I got to have this wild opportunity to be part of, the thing, making things like that happen. And it showed me, yeah, I absolutely can do this. I just wish that I didn't hate LA so much. I freaking hated LA. LA sucks. I'm sorry if you live there and you like it. I'm sorry. That's cool. I'm happy for you. But it was not for me. I did 2 years in LA because it felt like it was a sentence. I did not like it there, but, I ran away and went back to Iowa first, which is where my mom was at the time. And so I was able to get, in-state tuition at University of Iowa, but then I lost my mind and I failed out of school. And then I ended up going back and finishing my degree at Portland State University. So if you flunked yourself out or had your little mid-20s crisis like I did, you can go back and finish your degree. I mean this. You can do it! Nerd! You can do it! You can go back and finish your degree! Stop making excuses to yourself and just freaking do it! Even if it's part-time. And also, don't go to some super expensive four-year private university right away. Get a bunch of your crap out of the way at a community college and pay a lot less money, chat! It'll transfer! Don't be stupid! Not stupid. Don't be naive. You know, like maybe there's a local community college that has a great like they have a relationship with the university in your area, and you can just just go right on in there. Do 2 years at the community college and then transfer to the other school and pay so much less money. Are you the only one who reacts when the streamer calls out you, the viewer? And it's okay, you know, like I just have massive student loan debt and I want to save other people from that same fate. It really sucks. It really sucks. It's like this huge weight that's hanging over you for like most of your adult life. And I think that high schools, teachers, counselors, and parents should be encouraging kids to think about alternative paths to the career of their choice, and alternative approaches to their education. Now, clearly, there are certain things you can't do without proper training. For example, Ariella is going into medicine. You have to go through a certain, it's very important that you get certain training and you understand a lot of things, specifically because you are training to deal with someone else's physical or maybe mental health. It's super important. But, for other things, sometimes it's actually better if you just learn on the job. Like probably what I should have done if I wanted to be a professional theater artist is just gone and found a theater where they needed somebody to come help build sets and be like, I'll work for minimum wage. Just teach me what to do. Like there's some stuff with design that it's good for you to go and take courses. But if you have never done the job in real life, and then you go and you take 4 years worth of college to train for it, and then you end up like not liking it, like how disappointing is that? It happens with all these other for-profit universities that train people to do like trades, like chef school, like you want to go to culinary school. Oh, Arky, come on, Arky, we're not on the other channel, Arky, I'm gonna refund you. Arky, I'm sorry, we're not on the other channel, but anyways, you guys will just have to use your imagination. 5 years at a state school for theater took you 21 years to pay it off. Dude, no. Oh my God, Brian. Did I park my name there? You betcha. Will I ever stream there? Highly doubtful. Okay. No shade. If you have streamed there, if you have tried streaming there, whatever, that is just fine. I'm not trying to pick on you. It's just not for me. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk about career advice, school. What's going on, Brian? Thank you for the biddies sharing. Thank you. Thank you. You will say you were a stay-at-home mama for the last 14 years. Yeah, I mean, but that's the there's another one in the pipeline. I don't get it. Oh! There was like a chuckle. I don't think I've ever heard Chewbacca chuckle before. You somehow managed to make Chewbacca chuckle. No, we have an 18 plus channel. I decided not to go the Zach and Rutledge route. I decided not to go the Zach M. Rutledge route and try and keep, two different maturity ratings type of content on one channel. And instead, we have a second channel where I stream, and we're allowed to use a little bit stronger language and mature rated video games and, collaborate with our 18 plus. Nobody should go the Zach M. Rutledge route. They're friends. It's fine. Sounds like you after a huge bowl of chili, lol. Dude, I know! I'm so excited. I can't wait! You know, that's why I'm so pumped, because tomorrow, a week from tomorrow morning, I'm flying out to San Diego to go to TwitchCon, chat! I'm going to be walking around going, "Hi, everybody at TwitchCon. Have you heard of Starlight Children's Foundation? They're the reason I'm here. You have them to thank." The other joke wasn't bad. Just not PG. Yeah. I'm very, very excited. My itinerary is already very full. This time I'm actually trying to like do real content creator stuff. So I have some meetings set up, some round tables. I'm gonna go to some meetups. Gonna connect with some people from the Women's Guild, the creator clubs. There's a couple of events that are not official Twitch sponsored, so they won't be held at the convention center. Are you going to the Starlight dinner? Not juicy brand deals, not yet. We gotta get the brands to know what Twitch is first. It's the same night as it's Thursday night. There's an additional Starlight thing, and this is just for the folks who, I don't know, maybe it's something different. You have no idea what your schedule is. All right, professional content creator Bricks O'Brien, Brian Saviano, everyone. You've been kind of busy, to be fair. You've been kind of busy. Like, weren't you just somewhere, or aren't you going somewhere this week too? Or like right after TwitchCon, or all of the above? You were asked to do a bunch of things and said yes and no. I did not buy a ticket to the party this year. And right after TC, you're going to New York, right? Right after TC, you're going to New York. What's going on in New York? What's going on in NYC? That's not that far of a trip for you, though. San Diego, on the other hand, that's quite the trip. You didn't announce that yet. Don't pay attention to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 messages in a row in the chat. But he says, "Don't pay attention to me. I'm just going to New York City."
Mama! Mama.
See, now you're trying to deflect!
Mama!
No, I'm excited for you. You deserve all of the success and attention. Please, everyone, please pay attention to Bricks O'Brien. Everyone, please go follow Brian. Go live so we can just raid you. Yeah, that's it. No, seriously, do it. Do you deserve a break? Yeah. And you talk about that, and you're honest about it, and that is important for people that's important for people to hear their favorite, content creators talk about from time to time. Not to go on and on about it, or like, woe is me, but hey, this is a real concern. It's a concern for everyone, not just content creators, right? But I also get to feeling somewhat overwhelmed. It might seem like I have it all, all my ducks in a row, etc. All my penguins in a row. All my penguins, is that that's the soap opera. That's the wildlife soap opera. All my penguins. No, but it can be really tough to try and balance everything, and it's hard because sometimes people will be like, "What advice do you have for somebody about balancing family and life and all the things?" And I'm like, It's a daily plate spinning adventure is right, sharing. It is. It is. It is. The advice is good luck. Yes, exactly. No, but I mean, so also being forgiving toward yourself, which can be very difficult. I don't do that well. I don't, I often do not treat myself with the same amount of kindness and understanding that I do other people. And one thing I've had to remind myself of, for example, too, is like my kids, it may be much more common now, for children to have parents who work doing this type of thing from home, right? Because streaming is such a thing now. And also plenty of people have been performers and entertainers and raised families, throughout history. But it's a bit different for your mom to be putting on a show from her office in the basement than it would be, and I mean, that means I'm here, which is really important. Previously, I would have had to choose between being home with my family and having a career in entertainment. And that's not the case now, which is great. But it does come with some other complications. So, and that's okay. It's just things to navigate. But, for example, maybe, you have to cut your show short because a child needs you right now. And it's important that you, not brush their concerns and their feelings and their needs aside. Now, they also do have to learn that not everything that they need or want can happen instantaneously for them. And I think that that's a huge struggle for a lot of parents in, places where electronic devices are popular for families to have. Our kids all have their own multiple, devices at their disposal in the house. And sometimes we have to just take everything away and be like, everybody needs a break. Put it away. I don't let them have them out most of the time. I do make exceptions, but typically I say, put it away during dinner. And I say it just like that. Put it away, put it away, put it away now. Put it away, put it away, put it away now. Like, get out of here with that. I haven't seen you all day. I want to hear about your day. I love you. I want to know how your day went, and I want to hear what you did at school. And I want to interact with you for at least, the half an hour it takes for you to snarf your food and then get back to trying to, beat Silksong in 5 hours. Yeah. Yes, or your elderly mother thinks they got a security problem on their computer and you have to first take a phone call during a stream. Yeah. Yep. My husband will call, the kids will call, the school will call. Somebody's knocking on the door, the dogs are going nuts. It's a bit different than like, okay, I'm going to go, tape a special in LA or New York or Chicago or wherever, and I'll be back in, a week. It's different from that, but it means a lot less time away from your loved ones, so I'll take it. Ads very soon. Thank you, Miro. But yeah, I am trying to do some stash busting. I'm kind of trying to brainstorm some ideas. I'm keeping my eyes open for anything that would be like an inexpensive studio space outside of my house. I don't know if that will come available anytime soon. But something I want to thank those of you who are supporting the channel for is that, hopefully pretty soon here I'm going to start getting back on track with saving up for that. So anything that you contribute, and that includes your time, helps me to pay not only our family bills, our household bills, but also to do things like upgrade equipment, have, a proper space to stream from, because our family is outgrowing the number of bedrooms that we're currently using for said purpose. And I'm going to move my stuff, at least for the time being, up to the living room because our 2 teenage boys are just bursting out of their bedroom. It's too small for them. Our room is huge. If they were going to share a room, we could give them our room, but I don't want to do that either. Because our room being that big means that my husband has space for his stuff. And wouldn't a remodel of the garage be cheaper in the long run? I mean, yeah, but it also is going to be a lot of work that I'm not sure how to do. Like, I don't know how to do any of that stuff. I don't know how to. I'm not saying I couldn't try to learn. Like, we don't use the garage currently for our car, but that's going to be like, yes, it's already wired for electric. But then am I using space heaters out there in the winter and, you know, like winterizing and properly controlling humidity in there is going to be like a whole thing because it's going to require drywall. And there's a lot of things that I'm like, yeah, I could try to do that. Why not? And then something like drywall and possibly even plumbing type stuff, I'm not prepared to take that on myself. So we'll see. It's just that, you know, like I said, we live in the Pacific Northwest. It's very, very wet here a lot of the year. Like, basically, there is a drain in our garage so that rain that comes in.
Welcome to the Fart Zone.
Hey, thank you for the raid. Welcome, readers.
To the Fart Zone.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Fart Zone. To the Fart Zone. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Barn Bunny.
Welcome to the Fart Zone.
How was your stream?
Welcome to the Fart Zone. To the Fart Zone.
Keep panicking because I keep hitting this part of this project where I think I'm losing all my stitches and I'm not. What's going on? Welcome to the Fart Zone, readers. I hope you had a great stream, Barn Bunny. How was it? Welcome in, everybody. If you've never been here before, and we do have some first-time raider chats, including from the raiding party themselves. The bunny's out of the barn. Barn Bunny, thank you so much. Thank you for the raid. Clon Twitch, hello. Shen, hello, welcome in. Thank you for these first-time raider chats. Ooh, and a follow? Wow, you followed the Fart Zone. You followed a channel where we call ourselves the Fart Zone. I think you're gonna be okay in here. I'm 9.5 and I'm called that because I'm missing half a finger on my right hand. Yes, indeed. Hi, Magic and Comic. Welcome in. Thank you so much for choosing us for the raid. Barn Bunny, would you please let us know what you were up to on your stream? I would love to hear about it. If you have any links you want to share, please let us know when you're ready with those. We would be glad to have you share like your socials or anything like that. Or if you're doing anything special coming up on your stream, please plug away. But please let us know before you post the link that you're ready. Please let us know before you post the link that you're ready because, I see Debbie. Hi, Debbie. We don't want you to get bopped by the bot. And also, before you take off if you need to, because that is a thing. It was a great stream. It was a chill day with some doodles, but normally you crochet and paint. Right on. I'm knitting today, but I do crochet quite a bit. Got little ghosties. These guys are for sale in my shop, actually, if you're looking for some cute little Halloween decor. And they would arrive in time for Halloween if you ordered them in the next, week or so, because we're going to TwitchCon. What was I trying to say? I forget. Oh, yeah. If you have a favorite color from this choice, pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, or white, I would love it if you would let me know what color you'd like for an egg to go into the bowl. The what? The bowl of Boknificence. We put eggs and chickens into this bowl. Which came first? We're still trying to decide. Maybe there will be a poll in Discord. Dips out, dinner time. Debbie, thank you! I appreciate you, Debbie! Debbie's awesome. Shout out to Debbie. You do have an Insta! What color would you like for your egg? Pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, or white? We like to say that the Bob Ross way. Now for the ASMR portion of the stream. Let's go with yellow! Here you are, Barn Bunny, you and your raiders. Into the bowl you must go. 3, 2, 1. Go! Awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We've got some new people. So why don't we go ahead and take a peek at our raid video? Because, you know, probably. Aw, thank you. Are you sure about that? Please don't follow during the video. We appreciate your cooperation. Twitch has a very strict policy regarding follows. There are absolutely no refunds and no exchanges. No exceptions. So watch the video first and then you can follow, okay? That way I get to say that I warned you, all right? I get to say later that I told you so. I'm freaking out right now. I'm fangirling. You have no clothes on. No. Get supported, nerd. No flipping way. You didn't do it. Thank you for the dollar bills for the kiddos. Thank you so much, everybody. We talked about this. I mean, you can cook steak in a dryer, but do you want to? And when the fat renders off of the steak, does it create a fire hazard? I'm sorry, I'm a mother. I can't help but think about these things immediately. So this is a game to you guys, huh? What? It's so hard! There's people out here with reputations at stake. I just sit here like this the entire time while you guys are watching the video, waiting for you to come back. Thank you, Bar Bunny. Seriously though, thank you. Thank you, Bar Bunny. Shen. You like that? We love that. I made those for, I almost said Halloween. I made those for Valentine's Day. Little candy heart emotes. I actually made those. Yes, I did. I read it out loud. I'm fairly certain I read it out loud. I could be hallucinating. Right after it was posted in chat. Great stream, chill day, doodles, but normally crochet and paint. I'm pretty sure I read it out loud. I could be wrong. You found Barn Bunny because when Furio raided them, and then Bunny was heading out. So you suggest, Devi suggested the stream. What a sweetheart. Guys, Devi is amazing. And so Barn Bunny, I'm sure that you're amazing as well. And I am going to have to follow you, Barn Bunny, unfortunately, from my, I don't, you know, like people could, oh, is your alt? I'm like, is it though? It's not an alt. I mean, I guess it is. We just have 2 channels on Twitch. One is 18 plus. The other channel is 18 plus. So here's me typing on the 9.5 plays account. And so I'm going to go ahead and follow you, Barn Bunny, from that account because if you guys didn't know this, Twitch has a cap on how many accounts you can follow. You can only follow 2,000 accounts. You're only allowed to have 2,000 channels you like on this platform. If you like any more than that, you will have to quit liking someone else. You've been shh. You know what, Brian? Oh, man. I don't have a spendable balance on 9.5 plays yet. I was like... I was going to gift you a sub from the other channel, and I can't. because I told myself I would be good, and I'm allowed to spend a percentage of that, but only once it becomes available. Thank you to those of you who have supported the second channel. I told you that if you did that, I was going to end up spending at least a small amount of it on gifting subs to people. So thank you, because I love supporting other. Then again, that would just be me supporting myself, but you know, Twitch being the middleman twice. Twitch is like, go right ahead. Why do you think we introduced spendable balance? I will say, I think that spendable balance is it's a cool idea. Yeah, exactly. It's a cool idea for some people. For example, if someone has not yet hit affiliate, they can still use the support that's shown to their channel, because you can be monetized. 1 second, Barn Bunny. Dang it! I'm not fast enough. Miro is so fast, you guys. Miro is so fast. Thank you, Chris. Better out than in. T-Weasel, how you doing? There it is. There's the Instagram, you guys. Go check it out, please. Get followed, nerd. Instagram doesn't have a following cap. Thanks, Instagram. You know, there's plenty of things that I wouldn't necessarily say meta. Oh my God, you did a cat bus! You did a cat bus and there's Totoros in it! Oh my God. I think I might have this same pattern, perhaps. Cat bus is complete. What? Look at this, you guys. You have to look at this. We're looking at this. We're looking at it! I don't care. But 9, you're supposed to be... No! It's fine. Oh, we love that. We love when OBS decides to just delete one of my sources. It's great. Fantastic. There I am. Hi, guys. Don't worry. I was only lost in the void for just a moment. That is so cool. Nobody puts 9.5 in the corner except 9.5. Thank you so much for sharing this, because I love My Neighbor Totoro. It is such a great film. I love all of the Studio Ghibli stuff. Look at this, you guys! Look at the cat bus! Look at it! You just finished it! Let's go! Where'd you get these cool safety eyes? Where'd you get the cool safety eyes? Did you paint them? Oh, that's adorable. Kicking off the spooky season with making some absolutely adorable pumpkins. You're an adorable pumpkin. Aww. Ooh, when did you start streaming? In August. New streamer alert. New streamer alert, you guys. That's awesome. Ooh. Terrified with trying my new acrylic paint pens. I've had them for over a month now and just couldn't bring... Really? In fear you'd what? Mess up? It's hard getting past... I know this feeling. I have a cello upstairs, Barn Bunny, and I'm having such a hard time doing it in front of anyone but my kids. And then when I play it in front of my kids, they're like, Mom, you're too loud! And I'm like, shh, shut your mouth. I'm trying to be a good example. I only think that. I don't say it to them. It's hard getting past this constant need to do everything perfectly. Dude, I relate so hard to this. This past weekend, you were away at your dad's cottage and told yourself that was it. You had to find the thing that brought you joy and draw it with the pens, and that you had to keep going no matter how awful or beautiful it turned out. You must, you say you were quite pleased with this. Oh, thank you for sharing that. No, but I mean it. Thank you for sharing that. Ooh, beautiful. This is lovely. More relaxing mental health drawings. I love it. I like the bright colors. Ooh! Finish the first leg of these trailing leaf thigh-high leg warmers. How cute, amazing, and sexy are these? Can't wait to finish the other one. These are amazing. And yes, all of those things. I thought about that, Miro, or maybe a private YouTube stream for people who are like on Patreon and Fourth Wall. Realized that you never posted this several weeks ago. Oh my God, I never remember. They get on my case so hard. They're like, you did not post your finished object that you worked for like 6 weeks on stream, and I'm like, oops. And I've already sent it to the person. Like, it's a commission and it's already in their hands. So now I can't take a picture of it anymore. Because the ADHD, because my brain goes, okay, you finished it now. Don't wait. Put it in the box and send it now. Like, sometimes I'll almost forget to put a note inside. Like, clearly the person is going to know what it is and where it came from. Unless it's a surprise for them from somebody else. But you know what I mean? Like, I'll be like, I can't even barely remember to put an invoice, a packing slip inside with the thing, let alone take a picture of it in nice lighting to post it to my socials. This is cool though. I really love these colors. Forget the perfect, find the fun. And that's where I feel like a lot of my hesitation, procrastination is not just oh, I don't feel like doing this. It's more like, I'm not going to be able to sit and just do it for 8 hours straight like I want to. So why, so I just don't want to. Because I have the hyper focus. I have the tunnel vision. What kind of acrylic markers are they? You've got lots of experience with them. Just some random ones from Amazon. They're so fun. Just dive in. Remember, you can usually paint over anything that you don't like. Absolutely love them now and use them all the time. Awesome. Oh, look at this. So cute. That's adorable. Oh, I love the little hedgehog. Super cute. 5-minute flower tutorials. Awesome. This is really cool. Thank you so much for the raid, and I'm glad we got a chance to look at your stuff. We do a thing in our Discord every Monday where people are welcome to post pictures of their works in progress, their finished objects, any and everything, as long as there's no pictures that have the face of somebody under the age of 18. My kids appear in the background of my stream sometimes, but that's something my partner and I have discussed. I've discussed with my children, told them there's never any pressure for them to be on stream, and I'm a PG-13 channel. So, that's all been decided on this end, IRL. I have no way of knowing that other people have those permissions and things like that, and we just kind of want to promote the idea of keeping young people safe, and also if you happen to be under 18, being cautious about where you interact with folks. It's unfortunate that we have to say that, but it is something you need to bear in mind, and adults need to exercise caution as well. So that's one of the rules. And then obviously nothing NSFW and nothing that would not be PG-13 really. No DMCA music. Or if it is in a video, please make sure you make a note of it. You're child free. Only fur babies for you. We've had people where they've posted pictures and didn't think about the fact that there were children in the background. And so it's totally unintentional. I've had people post pictures where their license plate is visible, and so we're sharing it on screen. So kind of scanning the pictures to make sure that it's nothing that you would, be concerned about sharing with the whole wide internet, because, that's where we stream to. The whole internet is watching, right? Our view count is actually a total lie. That's a whole thing right now everybody's panicking about. Don't let it consume you. Turn it off if it makes you anxious. I said this one day, and I am glad that I thought of this. I was like, I think it might have been in someone else's channel when they were doing a front page stream or something. I'm like, typically the streamer either already has their view count visible to them and knows exactly, sees the same number that you see, or they have it turned off and they don't want to know. So you don't necessarily need to discuss it in the chat. Just a heads up, if we get a whiff of a fur baby, cat tax, doggo tax, fur baby tax is mandatory. And let me tell you, Miro is a really nice guy, but you don't want to mess with him. I'm knitting a cowl. I am trying to stash bust. I have some just random, like this is Knitpicks Brava Chunky or Bulky. I think it's Bulky. Brava Bulky. And I just have like all of these random, you know, one or maybe like two skeins of yarn, and I just need to get them out of my life. Legends state that you're a bot. I mean, at least you're a helpful one, as far as I know. Barn Bunny, if you need to get going, please do not feel like you have to stick around. If you need to practice some self-care, you know, unwind, de-stream, however you want to, you know, refer to it. I think it's important. Decompress, or if you have things you need to do with your day, which is a thing. We always say IRL before URL. But I'm excited about my trip to San Diego. I'm also nervous. I'm anxious about leaving my family. My husband's very capable of taking care of everybody. It's not that. It's just that I like being home with my kids. Both your kitties are on your Instagram. You're about to go get supper and lurk now. Yes, please go eat. Enjoy your food. We like food pics too in the Discord chat. If you guys are not in the Discord, please feel free to join us there. We do, again, limit that space to people aged 18 and over, simply for the fact of, you know, that it's not, I'm not trying to run a space for the littles. What I do is create content that it's okay to watch with your kids in the room, but it's not aimed at them. Blaze has started a Tangia dungeon. Join if you dare, chat. We have increased the cap on players in Tangia Dungeons to 12, and you have 45 seconds once it starts to join. Plus, there's some custom bosses now. I put custom bosses and a little bit of custom loot. Custom bosses and custom loot in the Tangia Dungeons. Custom bosses are a new feature. And we have one that's easy and one that's hard. Boss battles are only, you can only trigger them using a key that you find whilst raiding. Blaze, you defeated an orc! Magic and comic, you were killed by a goblin. Miro defeated a goblin. Miro found a dead end. Poopy! I defeated a goblin and ascended a floor. Miro's doing backup. Also ascended a floor, found a hidden chest, found a common charcoal boot. Miro, you found a hidden chest and a common Celadon boot. A common melon glove. Dungeon raid completed. Nothing too fancy on that one. A crochet hook, that would be a good one. Maybe chat can help decide on some things for some custom loot and weapons. So you can do armor, weapon, offhand. So I made the coffee and offhand item. So now you can head into battle with your legendary coffee. Your internet is still unstable after the upgrade yesterday. Bleh. Apparently we'll set it down and be better, but for now it's being stupid. I am sorry. Guys, please check out Blaze. Blaze's Twitch, and also Blaze has a YouTube where there are some really cool time lapses of their art. And I looked, Blaze. I'm not sure how you go about telling YouTube when you upload from a computer. If anyone else can answer this question, because it wasn't really obvious. It wasn't super obvious. If anyone else can answer this question. YouTube seems to want to make it difficult to do anything to do with shorts, like creation-wise and such, uploading, etc., from a desktop. They seem to want to make you use your phone. Ads in 3 minutes and less news. Thank you, Miro. We have 90-second ad breaks about twice an hour, chat. So that's inbound in the next 3 minutes or so. You may or may not receive a 90-second ad break if you're not subscribed and don't have Turbo. Subscribing to the channel is an awesome way to support what we do. First of all, it shows Twitch that we are, garnering support, and it helps support the platform itself. And we are also have been qualified for Level 1 of Plus program ever since they introduced it in its current iteration. Every single month we have re-qualified. Thank you so much to all of the people who choose to support our channel by being paid recurring subscribers at any tier. That helps add to our plus point total, and I really, really appreciate the support. And there's also Prime, which if you've heard that Prime Gaming is going away, your Prime perks are not going away. Please don't panic. Yeah, you can't do shorts at all.
Welcome to the Fart Zone.
Chen! Hi, Chen! I love you so much, Chen. Thank you so
Welcome
much for
to
the
the
raid.
Fart
Welcome,
Zone.
raiders. Welcome to the Fart Zone.
To the Fart Zone.
How was your stream,
To the
Chen?
Fart Zone. Welcome to the Fart Zone. Welcome
the Fart
to the
Zone.
Fart Zone.
How was your stream, friend?
Welcome
Thank you
to
so
the
much
Fart
for the
Zone.
raid. You're so amazing.
Welcome
Can
to
you
the
please pick a
Fart
color for an
Zone.
egg for the bowl?
Welcome to the
Incoming
Fart
Snugglebugs
Zone.
coming to steal
Welcome to the Fart
a
Zone.
hug. Love you.
Welcome to
Love
the
you,
Fart
Chen.
Zone.
Thank you.
Chicken attack!
Stream was good. Enjoyed chatting with everyone while you put hair on a doll. Purple. And if you want to share, a link to your Instagram or any of that kind of stuff, please let us know when you're ready with... Actually, you're VIP. You should be able to post a link, no problem. Thank you so much, Chen. Welcome, raiders. I hope you're doing well, everyone. Thank you so much for the raid. We must put you into the bowl of Forknificence. Thank you so much for your raid. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Yes, Queen, slay!
How many times have we yossed now, chat? How many times have we yas Queen slayed now? It's up there, you guys. 2,839 times. Only link you have is Etsy. That's just fine. Please do share it. Thank you, Saribot, for snoozing the ad since we got a raid. You're the best, Saribot. Hi, Moonrose. Welcome in.
Got a chicken duck woman thing waiting for us. Every day I worry all day about what's waiting in the bushes above. Something's waiting in the bushes for us. Something's waiting in the bushes of love.
Hi, Toxic Mystic Wolf. How are you? Welcome in. Raiders, I hope you had a great time with Chen. If you're here from before the raid and you're not following our friend Chenoa, please make sure you're doing it. Chen is amazing. Awesome. Good to hear it, Toxic. There's the Etsy right there. Please do check it out. Our friend Chen is a fantastic crafter and also just a really kind, sweet, and welcoming human being who deserves your support more because of that than anything else, but is a talented crocheter, so please do check it out. Just showed your son those videos. He liked the seagulls attacked. Yeah, the seagulls attacked my coconut. Yeah. We may or may not have the entirety of that video in the Tangia. They're pretty funny. The bad lip reading versions of a bunch of stuff from Star Trek. I mean, Star Wars. Oh my God, I just did the thing. Triggering pretty much everyone on the whole internet. Hey, listen, it's not my fault. We just did a Star Trek sponsorship not long ago, so it's still fresh in the brain. You're sticking on the Patreon for another month because you want to pester, you mean bother, you mean avail myself of the, oh, well, thank you. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that it was of value to you. So that's kind of why I was asking about YouTube Shorts. So do you have a smartphone, Blaze? Do you have a smartphone? Because if you do, that might be the best and easiest way for you to be able to... What you could do, actually, is connect your Twitch with your YouTube. I don't know if you're already doing that. That makes it easy to export whole VODs to YouTube. Make sure you set them as private unless you don't care if they're public. When you do the export, you have a dumb phone that says it's a smartphone. It likes to try your patience. So it might even be easier in a way for you to say, for example, if there's something funny like a clip from Twitch, you can upload those to Shorts. You can export those to YouTube Shorts directly. Twitch is encouraging that. In fact, they have this whole like special badge people can get if a clip that's exported to another platform gets a certain number of views, etc. There's also a promotion, if I'm not mistaken. Is it still going for Duolingo? Duolingo for gifting subs or for purchasing or gifting a sub for Duolingo. I don't know if that's still going on. We have pre-roll ads on and ads are inbound, so I'm just going to go ahead and run those. We'll be right back after the ad break. Thank you so much for the raid, Chen. I love you. You're amazing. We'll see you guys on the other side of this quick 90-second ad break. Hi, Ella. That was perfect. That was perfect. Right at the end. Up to 12 people can join the dungeon. If you can hear me right now, type exclamation point join in the chat. Type exclamation point join in the chat. Up to 12 people. Right. The cap has been raised to 12. And we have custom bosses and custom
Whoa, did you
loot
see
now.
that? That was cool.
No.
Nobody expects the land boat. Chaos.
Them. You look really nice tonight. Me. Thank you. Yeah. There's a kid screaming in the background.
Welcome to the Procrastination Station, helping you not get your ish done. Since 1979.
They're ewy. They're ewy. I don't like them. Mommy,
Whoa.
Mommy, I wonder if I like them. For you.
Oh my god. Hey dude, I like spicy stuff.
You like it? You're gonna have them yet?
As courtesy of our $500 milestone.
Oh my god!
You complete me. I love you.
Taking the computer. What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. Everything is right. Oh my god! Thank you, Anonymous. Someone just donated $200 to St. Jude. We're at $1,002. You guys get to smash me in the face with a whipped cream pie.
Flattery will get you everywhere, super curly one.
Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know? You got to pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. Pump it up.
We're talking about you. Are you there? Hello?
Escalated quickly.
You can play at this game. Nope, 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 nope.
Me versus the last person. Ooh.
9.49.
Yeah, good. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Woo! See, sounds good snap.
Buttsbot is not explainable. Your wife loves fart humor too, so you're used to it. This is for your wife. Please clip that and make sure you send it to her.
Did you make it?
I can hear you on my headphones, but I don't know where I put them. Wait. Tumble. Did you really think you were gonna get me to be quiet by saying shh in my chat? Yes. All the lulls.
Kicking in overdrive. 9.5. Can you feel the temperature rising? Stakes high, fever's burning. She's got the moves, she's got the drive. When the chicken attacks, will you survive? It's 9.5. Trying to stay alive. It's 9.5. 9.5. Kicking in overdrive. 9.5. 9.5. Trying to stay alive. It's 9.5.
Look at all those units, Ramona. So many units. Every one of you is a unit. Okay. Start battle.
Mommy, you're units.
Please clip that. Please clip that.
Mommy, you're units.
Not so loud. Oh, thank you. Well, you know, I'm merely the canvas.
Oh my goodness, you look so gorgeous.
This is what a normal piece of pizza is supposed to look like. Look at that abomination. Actually not.
Get out of the way!
Actually not an abomination.
They're trying to watch me suffer! For people like me, I'm super social. I love people. I have absolutely no trouble going out trying to make new friends. I'm a little bit of a dweeb. There's some people who definitely just don't get me. They're like, what is the deal with that chick? She is crazy loud. And okay, thank you for your patience. There's always a million things going on in the background. Welcome back. Trying to finish this if I can, maybe today. We'll see. 9 finishing items on stream. What ratio vinegar to water do I use for dyeing with food coloring? Let's pretend. Actually, the honest truth is, Ella, I only use vinegar when that's what I have handy. I have ordered citric acid crystals, and those I do actually measure them. I start out, like, if I'm using a whole full, you know, one of those pans that I use in the kitchen. Those of you that have watched me dye yarn see me use this, like a hotel pan is what we'll call it in restaurants, a chafing dish, a steam pan, a full-size one, the like ones that are like about 4 inches deep that I use, maybe about 4 to 6 inches deep. Those I will use roughly a teaspoon at a time. And then, you know, mix it around, and if that doesn't do the trick, then I add a little bit more at a time until it's done. For vinegar, I would definitely increase that to like maybe probably at least like a 1/4 cup or so, perhaps. But it just depends. It depends on the fiber that you're dyeing. It depends on the fiber that you're dyeing and how much and how much water. Pure merino, is it superwash? I would start with a 1/4 cup or maybe even less. Okay, I don't know. Superwash, I feel like superwash makes it so that it's more accepting of the dye. So you might need more acid, but I would start out with, you know, how much yarn are you dyeing? How big is the pot? You can always go be conservative and add a tiny bit more if it's not doing the trick right away. But something to consider too is a lot of people will tell you like, okay, it's fine if the dye bath is not like completely clear. If you're concerned because the yarn is not superwash, yeah, make sure you're using distilled white vinegar though. Make sure you're using the cheap stuff that's household vinegar. Distilled white vinegar, not like apple cider or whatever. And use one thing you can do too, because it can depend on the pH of your water, is if you want to, they're not that expensive. If you find that you're having trouble, that it seems like you're having trouble getting the dye to like take to the yarn and stuff, it's distilled. You can purchase some test strips, those pH test strips, and test your pH, because it could be that your water, if your water's more basic or more acidic, that could affect how the dye absorbs. I saw that. The Duolingo promo is valid till the 16th of the month. If you want to take advantage of that and you've already dismissed the notification, it should still be in your inventory, which you can find by clicking on your profile picture on desktop, and it'll have the drop down that shows you your drops in inventory. And then on mobile, I think there's a way to get to it, but I don't look at it there very often. So you click your profile picture, go to drops and rewards, inventory, and it's going to show you, if you scroll down, 3 months free of Super Duolingo. And I actually sent one code that was shared with me by someone from our community who did not want to take advantage of that with one of my kids, and I'm going to give the other one to Moni because she loves doing Duolingo. Do I think it's a good substitute for actual classroom language learning and or immersion, like i.e. like traveling to another country so you can experience their culture and communicate daily with native speakers? 100% not a good substitute for that. But it is good practice, and it can help reinforce some vocabulary building stuff. And a lot of people actually do well with the gamified model, but I would say use it in combination with some other things. Definitely use it in combination with some other things. Namely classroom instruction and practice communicating with native speakers and listening to people speak naturally and fluently, and having to converse in real life situations.
They didn't have my usual leave-in hair product at the store. I bought something else, and it has a smell that is not unpleasant, but I keep noticing it. Anyone else have like that's like a real thing, like when you switch any kind of product like that? I don't hate it. I just can't stop noticing it.
It's not super heavy, but it's there. I do prefer products that are unscented or very lightly scented. Or natural scents. Like, I have soaps that I like to use that are floral. I tend to prefer like kind of a floral scent or a warm scent. I don't like mint very much. Eucalyptus is all right. I understand why people like those scents. They have this fresh sort of, you know, it's like toothpaste and other things. Cooling, sort of. This product has like a kind of a warmer scent, if that makes sense. And, you know, I don't want to be that person in the store, like, breaking the tamper evidence seals just to know whether or not something has a smell I'm not going to like. Like opening up all the products in the hair care aisle. Somebody walks by. What are you doing? It's nothing. Walk up to somebody and hold like 4 open bottles up to them and be like, which one should I get? It's for science, obviously. Yeah. Speaking of science, I'm super excited to see science and paleontologizing. Now we have 2, count them, 2 science and technology ambassadors. We love them. Super hyped for Danny. Danny is paleontologizing. Dr. Danny Andusa is a paleontologist. We'll take chat out on digs, talk about all kinds of really cool stuff with fossils and paleontology, but just super cool to have not just 1 now, but 2 science content creator ambassadors on the platform. There's other folks too that got ambassadored this round that we know, including our friend and former Women's Guild leader, Coco Confession, who does both gaming, a lot of speed runs, and also does a fair amount of cross-stitch on stream, which is awesome. Having someone get ambassador who not only has been instrumental in the success of the Twitch Women's Guild, but represents not only women in gaming and esports, but also doing crafting stuff on stream, which is so huge. I'd love to see more of us that focus on it in the program, of course. But there are some other people who are already part of the Twitch Ambassador program who whose focus has mostly been creative, including Imperial. So, you know, just adding even more awesome people to the roster, really. And I'm super stoked. I'm stoked for Coco and for Danny for paleontologizing. It's a pretty awesome thing to you know, to achieve. And Balint has said before he thinks I'll end up being an ambassador. That would be awesome. I have filled out the application. Anytime. But I get it, you know, there's lots of people probably who throw their hat in the ring for that. And I would be honored, but I'm not in any mad rush. You know, I think those sorts of things, they happen when they should. It's like we were talking about yesterday with the whole thing about being like, but I want it now. That Veruca Salt voice in your head can be really strong. But you gotta fight for your right to party. You gotta fight it. And realize that if something is meant for you, it will come to be. Good afternoon. Just got home from book shopping. Cool. Did you get anything cool? Did you get any good finds? Cranston, welcome in, friend. Hope you're doing well. You know, I'm super lucky to have been invited to do the things that I've already been invited to do on Twitch. I really try, you know, to practice mindfulness and gratitude for the stuff that I already have, right? And not be worried about and focused on what I don't already have. Super important to me because I think that can end up being a lot of people's downfall. You found some decent books. Let's go. I like books. I am sad because, you know, we have a tiny library and an awesome librarian who's really, really cool, who I really like, and does a great job with our library. We went to the library the other day for our, like, weekly library trip, and unfortunately, the librarian had stepped away, so we were unable to go inside. They just have the one person there staffing it. Unable to go inside and check out new books. We were able to return our books, but we were not able, because they have a drop outside. We were not able to check out new books this week. I'll have to make a point of going this week because we'll not be here next week. And it's fun to just, you know, go in there, have any of the kids that come with me pick out a couple of books, chat with the librarian, maybe grab a book for myself. I grabbed a compendium of some Charles Schulz Peanuts comic strips recently, and then another one that's like a choose-your-own-adventure version of Romeo and Juliet. I haven't gotten into that one yet. I need to get that one out and read it. Thought that might be something fun to recommend to my students. You know whose channel I was hanging out in yesterday was Sock Cop. If you guys have never hung out in Sock Cop's channel, it's really fun, very creative, wholesome, and totally family friendly. You know, I would say like us on the family friendly side of PG-13. Lots of cool interactive redeems, and if you come in there, you get smooches for yous. Thank you for shouting out Sock Cop. Every time I go in there, Sock Cop is like, hey, smooches for yous, 9.5. Thank you for the shout out the other day. Smooches for yous. I think this was a project that originally lived on Periscope, and since that is no longer a thing, you know, since it got bought out and then unceremoniously removed from existence. This is somebody who used to do things on Periscope. You hope all the endings of Choose Your Own Adventure, Romeo and Juliet are bad, to be accurate, right? Ads in approximately 3 minutes. Thank you. It's more like 2.5 minutes now. If you do not have a subscription or a turbo sub, you might get a 90-second ad break. We do those twice an hour to turn off pre-rolls. Have I been just biffing this for a while now? Totes. For how long, though, is the question. How far back am I going to have to tink? Maybe to just right here. Yeah. That K2P2, dude. Yes. Yes. Of course it is. Especially considering I will not be available this next week from Thursday through Monday. But I think that we would be talking about wait. When was our last meeting? Has it really been a month? Almost. Wow. If you want to try to do that before I take off, that's totally fine. Because I fly out on the 16th. So let's try and make it happen before then. I would like to make it happen before then. Thank you so much for your awesome patronage and support, and for trusting me to help you. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see. Thank you. Don't think I have anything specific coming up in the evenings. This Saturday, we have some stuff going on, family stuff. And then Sunday, we're trying to get some things done on the weekend before I leave, because I'll be gone all next weekend. So this weekend's looking a little bit packed. But I think, you know, we've established that we're both flexible enough that it doesn't have to happen on a weekend. I may end up having to use this last other ball of yarn for this, because I need to make it all the way around this round, another round in the pattern, and then one more repeat of the first 2 rows, and then all of the ribbing. I mean, do you feel like, and clearly you don't have to answer me here if you don't want to, do you feel like you know, what we discussed and everything was valuable? I really hope that it has helped you. You know, that's really important to me. Like, I'm not just here to sit and talk at you and make suggestions and then go, all right, and go. Like, I want to know if it's actually working for you. Redeems call to action on, oh my God. I made a joke. About that I would do a channel points redeem for you guys to force me to do a call to action. Your best friend just told you, oh my. With friends like that, who needs enemies? Am I right? You definitely think it was helpful. You wouldn't be asking for a second. I know, but you know, if there's things that you specifically want to focus on, please feel free in our DMs to let me know, you know, which things you would like me to, you know, so that I can prepare and take a look at, you know, anything specific. By the way, while we're on the subject of YouTube, I noticed that it is not listed in your links on your Twitch page. This is like, why not? I'm curious, why not? Is that intentional? I don't mean to call you out in 1080p. You have your link tree, which also doesn't have your YouTube? Exactly! RIP! You should fix that. You should fix that, Blaze. Come on, Blaze. Blaze! Why isn't it on any of your stuff, including your website? You forgot. Put it on your link tree, put it on your this is your homework. Put it on your link tree, put it on your website, put it on your Twitch. Oops. There's some really cool time lapses. Your work is gorgeous. It is so cool. It's so detailed. Your process is fascinating. Get people to go over there and look at your stuff. People love time lapses where they get to
Someone just subscribed to the YouTube channel.
Where they get to be lazy and watch you make something gorgeous and cool that you've taken a ton of time to learn how to do. And they get to just sit there and spend only 1 minute and 5 seconds watching you work your magic. Also, I want to help you figure out how to post this stuff as shorts, not because I think that that is necessarily the superior format, but unfortunately, whether we like it or not, short form content is here to stay, and you may get more people to come and watch your full-length videos. Many of these videos are short enough that they should be allowed to be posted as shorts, but because you're uploading them on desktop, I don't know that that's the default. So now if you click on mute, create. Yeah, it just takes you to upload a video, which is really irritating. I think you can upload a video and tell it that you want it to be a short. Upload videos. Show more. Video elements. Okay. Checks. Visibility. See, it doesn't give you any options anywhere in here for, like, I just want this to be a short. How to upload a short on YouTube on desktop. Yes, leave site. We're not going to actually upload this.
All right, chat. Since 9 is ignoring all the bot hints, let me help her with that. If possible, try to lurk on the red platform and or pull up a VOD playlist to help out with public watch hours. So what are y'all waiting for? Hit that like button and go full Sparta on that bell. Peace out, you nerds.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Okay, I found it. To upload a YouTube short on desktop, what you have to do, Blaze, is you need to crop the video to a 9:16 vertical ratio. So if the video is in vertical aspect ratio, and you should be able to do that with certain video editing software. So it needs to be under 3 minutes long and in vertical ratio. So you can take those same videos that you're putting on your YouTube, and you should be able to I think you should be able to make it so that everything is visible in vertical format. You may need to crop just a bit of the sides out. But typically you're working on a piece that's centered in the frame, and your aspect ratio looks like it's already more like a 3:4. Sounds good, Moby. I'm glad I can be your background noise. You know, hey, listen, if you guys, you know, if you guys need background noise while you are, you know, creating, cleaning, whatever, cooking, driving, but, you know, please do. Oh, this is really funny. This is the first time this has ever happened today. I had two firsts today. First time that my phone ever connected, and all of a sudden a streamer's voice was playing from my car speakers. And it was Kel's Bells. I was lurking Kel's Bells on mobile this morning, and all of a sudden Kel's Bells is talking through my car speakers, which is pretty funny because it connected to the Bluetooth. Can confirm, listening to 9 actually helps you work. Aw, thanks, Kat. And then first latte in the drive-thru. It was an iced coffee the other day. First hot coffee from the second coffee cart that I used to walk to all the time with Moni. So I almost went for just like a drive this morning, but we need to put I need to put gas in the car. So thanks for supporting the channel so I can pay for gas now. Guess what you did? What? You don't know what I was talking about earlier, but your YouTube is on your Linktree, Twitch, and website. Totally, always, 100%, absolutely for certain was really honest face. Giggles. You finished your first knitted project. Let's go. Oh, thank you, Moby. Thank you. Yeah, you subbed it tier 69.
Yes, queen, slay.
If my kids were here, I could make them cringe by saying, "But did you tier it? Did you sub at tier 67?" you should promote it. You really should promote it. And crop some of those videos to 16 or 9:16, vertical format. And I think that if you're using OBS, Blaze, you might actually also be able to download a plugin that would have vertical format already, so that you could record some videos in vertical format. If you wanted to record separate videos and just go ahead and record them in vertical format. Not to mention, if you go into your Twitch dashboard, you click Creator Dashboard, then go into your content on the left-hand side. Go into Video Producer, and then, or Clips. Clips of my channel. Go into Clips of my channel, and anything that anyone has clipped, you can hit the share button, and it will give you an option to share to YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, X, Facebook, Reddit, to copy link to the clip, download the landscape version or the portrait version. If the clip is not centered on your work, please, if you want to do a real-time clip, I mean, you could do a highlight on Twitch, download that, use software to speed it up, time lapse. What are you using for the time lapses? Don't judge you, but you're using slobs. OBS made you cry. Oh my goodness, Blaze. It's okay. In your Twitch dashboard, you can edit any clips so that if you're like me and on a lot of your scenes in OBS, you are offset. Your cam is offset like this, but you were saying something funny and it's not really about the project. If you just want this part, you can go in under Edit. And I can go over this all again if you need me to, Blaze. Blaze is part of the Poltreon, which is what we call the Patreon. And in that tier that Blaze is part of, I am happy to offer you, if you would like it, an hour of content creation consultation, content creation consult, 1 hour, one-on-one on Discord. I look at your channel, I look at your clips, we talk about what you could improve on, I give you homework, but hopefully it's like fun stuff that you look forward to doing, not like homework in school where it's just busy work. Just things that I think that you could do to improve your content and help you be more discoverable, etc. And then it's also available for fiber arts if you would prefer that, for crochet and knitting, for anything up to maybe like the advanced end of intermediate. I wouldn't call myself an expert or a master or anything like that, but most techniques that the average person, if you're learning to crochet and knit, I should be able to help you with just about anything. And honestly, if it was something I didn't know how to do, I would learn it with you and we would muddle through it together. But in there, there's a scissors icon, is Edit. So on your each of your clips, there's a scissors icon. And if you click that, within the clip, on the right-hand side, it will show you what the portrait version of your clip looks like. And then directly underneath of the portrait version, the vertical version, is the option to edit layout. And when you click that, it will show you, do you want to just do a full, do you want to do full? So it's just like maybe you or what you're working on, or do you want to do stacked and allow for there to be 2 areas of focus? So for example, if you're splitting the screen, and you can even adjust this little sliding bar. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. And this is funny because it's a clip of Tom. I'm not showing you any of my personal information or anything like that. So in here, it'll show you landscape version versus portrait version. So portrait version has the option to do full. So it will just take, and you can move this around so that you can do whatever you want, wherever you want this to be. Like maybe you want it to be this part.
It's okay. We can go over it again. That's what I'm saying. I don't mind sharing this info with everybody, but I can go over it with you in Discord, and you can screen share even if you're having trouble, okay? That's where the one-on-one part comes, right? Like if there's something specific you're struggling with, I will gladly do it again. Full versus stacked. So then when you go into stacked, this is where you can adjust this slider. So like if you want this part where Tom's face is showing up to be the bottom, and then you want this to be me reacting to it, right? So then you can like crop this so it just shows the streamer freaking out on the top. Etc. But if what you want is just you, but you had a project, or maybe you just want the project, and on my screen that would be like about here. So you can really customize these vertical clips. Then you would hit apply once you get it where you want it, right? So if we do stacked and we say apply, this will stay the same over here. And you can also, if someone clipped for you, but it includes like a half a syllable of another word and you want to get rid of that, even if you did not make the clip, you can clean up the clip in here so that it only is the relevant portion, right? You can change the title, etc. And then you would, hey, if you wanted to, you can check this box and it will feature your clip on your page. And then if everything is as you want it to be now, you say save clip, it will render, and it will tell you the existing version of this clip will be overwritten. Are you sure you want to continue? So if you're making some serious edits, but you want to keep the original, then you would want to download it first before doing this. You say yes, and then you can go in here and you can choose to share it, and it will open up options to share to YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, automatically share to these platforms. Or you can, and you can also click the button to feature it in here. You can also download the landscape or the portrait version once it's finished rendering. Right now it won't let me do that because it's still rendering. And then if you prefer, then you would be able to, that's how you would be able to do it yourself if you would prefer to do it yourself and download it first for whatever reason. Once it's downloaded, then you'd be able to go over to YouTube, and when you upload this version that's in the vertical format, it will automatically recognize that format, and if it's under 3 minutes, it will categorize it as a short for you. Or you can click this, and it will open up a dialog box that will allow you to do any kind of editing that you'd like to do for posting it to that platform. And it should also upload it as a short if you do that. One thing to bear in mind, again, is to check to make sure if you don't want something to be public, check all the settings and everything. When you go to export these, if you prefer to go over to the platform for some reason and do anything else on the back end before sending it. So you could, if you wanted to, sit down once a week, export all the clips that you think are worth sending over to YouTube, or even less frequently than that, but then schedule them to post to your YouTube at regular intervals. Do I do that on a regular basis? Absolutely not. Do as I say, not as I do. This would be good advice from me, honestly. I should listen to myself. But it's possible to do it. There are the tools available to you to do it. Since we're in the Q&A section, is it just you, or is anyone feeling uneasy with the Twitch badges? Like sharing other creators' content without consent. People can choose to opt out of that. I'm pretty sure that in your settings, channel, brand? No. Featured content? Nope. That's where your teams are. Video producer? Stream? There is a setting. Okay. Stream. Clips settings.
You can enable and disable clips from within the stream tab underneath your settings, the cog wheel on the left-hand side in Twitch. So right here, settings, stream, enable clips, exclude categories, followers only. When enabled, followers must follow you for the specified amount of time before they are allowed to make clips of your channel. You can make clips subscriber only. Clip visibility, which clips should be discoverable on Twitch, all clips or only featured. Let viewers upload clips to their socials. Allow viewers to directly post clips of your channel from Twitch to their TikTok and YouTube channels. This can help you reach a wider audience and get discovered by new viewers. But it also means that people can manipulate your content rather easily. So I'm personally not comfortable with this particular option. To make sure viewers know where to find you, your Twitch channel name and your TikTok handle will be automatically added to the viewers' posts. Okay. Yeah, they can never crop that out or anything. It's not just that I'm worried about people stealing content either. Viewers can earn a badge for posting clips of your channel to social media. Yes. Featured clips permissions. Streamers and editors can feature clips by default. Enable other channel roles to feature clips of your channel. Users will be notified when they receive permissions. This one I would say is probably safe to do, depending on your situation. Have your mods be allowed to indicate, to mark your clips as featured, to use that option. So yeah, that is in stream settings, your dashboard settings, stream clips settings. And, no shade to you if you want to let people be able to post your stuff. I don't think there's anything wrong with that or anything. It's just that, unfortunately, I think that it'd be too easy for people to abuse it. And, you could always, ask. Oh, of course. More than happy. Sounds good, Blaze. I look forward to it. I really, like I said, am happy that you feel satisfied by, what you've gained from it or what have you so far. It is important to me. I try to keep myself, as accountable as I can be. And it means a lot to me that you even wanted my help. When is your next stream, Blaze? Ads in about 3 minutes. Thank you. I very much appreciate everybody who has put so much awesome effort and, enthusiasm into helping us get YouTube Partner Level 2. Really, what I think I need to make sure I'm focusing on is I've started posting again there, some short form stuff. It is important that we try to get fully monetized there because it doesn't make sense not to. But I also really dislike begging for interaction. It makes me feel disingenuous. And I know that that's probably kind of silly. But good luck convincing me otherwise. So if you want to head over there and check it out, please do. I did a little quick collab with the Black Forager. Black Forager is a content creator on a bunch of different platforms, but I found her through YouTube. And she has this amazing little ditty where she's like, one of these is poison and one is a snack. Which one you gonna choose, A or B, this or that? And she shows you the difference between similar looking plants. At the end of every video, she's like, happy snacking, don't die. So it's educational content, but it's fun and entertaining. I love that. And I think she's fantastic. So I did a quick reaction video to her video about black walnuts. Do not try to remove the hull of black walnuts, the like pulp on the outside of it, with your bare hands. They will stain so bad. And also an unboxing video, I want to show you guys this, of my custom badge. I'm excited about my custom badge. I'm actually very excited. I'm not even joking, Brian. I'm super excited about this. 1 second while I go grab it. It's so cool. I got it with teal on the front and orange on the back. Oh, it's okay. I'll show it again. But like, it's the thing that's the coolest about it. Okay, first of all, I got it with the single lanyard, so it can go like this, or this is my TwitchCon badge from, yeah, thank you for shouting out Anka. Idiosyncrasia does these. Careful, it's 3D printed. So like, this is my TwitchCon lanyard from Vegas. So if I want to, I can also just pop that off of there and pop it onto here. All kinds of cool stuff on here from when I went to TwitchCon in Vegas. So what's really neat about this, right? So it could go on there like that. Okay. But it also like, let's say you don't want to do a lanyard. It has a magnet. Hi, Lobster Licka. How are you? Behave yourselves, Lobster Lickas here. Right? So you can get it with the magnet as well. But not only that, like, okay. The fun doesn't stop there, chat. Brian, never mind, lol. Yeah. And so this actually, I asked for it to go to my website. Why? Anybody want to take a stab why I would send people to ninepointfive.live with this instead of Twitch? You can easily reprogram those two. Yeah. What if I'm at something that's not Twitch centric? Right? This is my website. It has everything. Merchandising. Yeah, because all of my socials are there. If you click this, and then go to right here on the side, all of those little symbols appear, right? And it shows that we're live on Twitch, actually, which is really cool. So yeah, you can just tap that and it'll take you to Instagram. If it would work. Meta, you have problems. You have problems, Meta. There it goes. Or not. I'll have to double check that the link is correct. Maybe that's my fault. TikTok? Yeah, it took us to our TikTok. YouTube? Oh, I gotta double check all of these. Yeah, so thank you, Anka, for getting this out to me in a very timely fashion. And super stoked to support somebody who is a fellow maker and crafter, a fellow Twitch Women's Guild member, and recently partnered as well. So please do check. Outdated links. See, it even happens to me. Holy heck. Wow. You should ask for a refund, Blaze. What was the other one that didn't work? And that's probably because in the website, I do have an about. That does have all of these as buttons. And I think all of these are correct. Oh boy, where is that stuff in here, for God's sake? It's in the header. Show social icons. Right, but where is the info that is incorrect? Because if I click them, it just takes me to the thing. So we would go into home, custom pages, memberships, policies, product pages, collection pages, checkout. That'd be like in your fourth wall settings. Apps. TikTok feed connected. Instagram feed disconnected. Wow. Now let's see if it works. Nope. I don't want Instagram and Facebook shop. I don't care about that. Social feeds. We want... Insta is working for you? From the icon on the side, maybe I need to refresh the website. Yeah! Now, what was the other one that didn't work, though? See, I'm glad we checked this. YouTube? There is a space in there. Why is that? So YouTube product shelf is connected. Samples, referrals, team, billing and payouts, plan, shipping, domain, checkout for developers, apps. Interesting. I wonder why it's borked, but I'm not going to sit here and disconnect YouTube and reconnect it, maybe? That might help. Connect your YouTube account. Yeah, now it's going to give me a million notifications, which is fine. It's telling me, hey, somebody somewhere is doing a thing. Yeah, it still has a space in it. What's up with that? So this isn't something I can edit from within the site design part of Fourth Wall. It's somehow or other account settings. Connected sites. Oh, 9.5. General? I don't like it. I want to figure this out right now. I'm like, is this the most important thing I could be doing right now? Live on my channel? Probably not. Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing a place to... Yeah, it's listing as the name associated with somehow. It's like... That's weird, though. Why would it do that? Apps to help your growth. YouTube product shelf. YouTube product shelf not connected. YouTube Studio. Oh, dude. And then there's all this stuff in YouTube that you have to go in and do. So, hey, Brian! You're a YouTube expert, right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it's inserting a space into the URL. I could send them a help request. I mean, you can also choose not to show your socials icons, but we like to make these things really obvious and easy for people, you know? So yeah, the link is broken. There's a %20 in there, and then it'll just take you to like straight up YouTube if you click it right now. I will send them a support request. I'll say, hey, I need some help. YouTube icon not linked properly. How do I edit the header Only the socials icons that you... Where is it? Social icons. Only the social icons you've added in site design, style, social links. I found it! Site design, style, social links. It's buried in here. Fantastic. And it actually asks you to pick, like, it asks you to confirm. We fixed it! See? This should be on your checklist before you go to a big networking event like TwitchCon. That's totally why I did it on stream today. You're welcome for the free advice chat. I knew all of this all along, just like Blaze had their YouTube on all of their stuff all along. It wasn't broken before stream. I broke it on purpose to show you a thing or two. So you can link your Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, Discord, Spotify, Reddit, Apple Podcasts, Kick, Ko-fi, Patreon. Ooh, we don't have our Patreon in there. Threads, Pinterest, Live Space. Aw, rip Live Space. X / Twitter, SoundCloud, Throne, and Blue Sky. There's way more options now. See? Again, I did not know that you could link some of these. Looking for a Patreon alternative? They're not stupid over there. Ko-fi. What was the other one? Blue Sky and Throne. Oh, Blue Sky I'm not very good about. Night night, Miro. Thank you so much for your help today and always. Thank you, Miro. Good night, friend. Sweet dreams, everyone. Exclamation point night nights for our friend Miro. And Mod Love, have a wonderful rest of your time zone, friend. Thank you so much for being here. I know you're on the early shift this week. Get some good sleeps. Yeah, I'm glad that I remembered to do all of this before TwitchCon. Also on Blue Sky, if you have a domain, you are allowed to use that as your handle there. There's like a verification process you have to go through. So that's why you never see my posts. You don't use Twitter. I try to remember to do them to both platforms, but I'm not always successful. Unlock special features. Connect your social accounts to unlock extra features such as Twitch gifting, TikTok and Instagram feeds, and much more. I think that's it for the things that I actually use. I love how the Twitter, it says Twitter link or X. And so you can have it display the bird if you want. Instead. Oh, man. It cracks me up. All right, save. Don't forget to save your changes. Double check your stuff before you go on a big networking trip, you guys. Importante. But yeah, also, you know, make sure you're sharing your stuff in the appropriate places. Use the tools that are given to you. I have so many things to wear on my lanyard at TwitchCon. So many things. Yeah. Thank you. Here's the tools I was given. I was given a pool noodle and a margarita. Sounds like a good time to me. Hi, Miss Jean. How are you? Welcome in. I am really excited, though, Brian, if you're even still here, for me to honestly answer your question. Outside of my name tag that I ordered, I am excited to reconnect with some people who I really enjoyed seeing at my first TwitchCon in Vegas. See some folks who I haven't met before in person. But I am also really trying to take this particular trip a bit more, I don't want to say seriously, but to approach it with a bit more professional development focus. No matter what happens and whether I'm doing this full time, I plan to continue doing it. For the foreseeable future. And for me, you know, that means seeking out additional opportunities, not because of like a constant one-up, every year has to be more, every effort has to be, you know, yield better results or higher numbers or anything like that, but because this has been a true learning experience for me over the last 7 years, and I'm super fortunate to have the opportunity to do things like go and talk in person with people about content creation and charity work and stuff like that. So this go round, I'm really looking forward to some roundtables, more passion, more energy, more footwork. So I'm looking forward to the fun part of it, you know, getting to hang out with people whose company I enjoy and, you know, represent a cause I truly believe in at the Starlight booth and all that stuff. But, a big part of it this time for me is making sure to take advantage of, this opportunity to connect with people and, you know, make meaningful connections. I'm not going to go stand in line at like energy drink booths. And you know, no shade if you work with those companies. It's not like that. I tried it with like a company that sells tea, and I think you still can use my link if you want to, with Zest. And I enjoyed their products, and gave them a try, and it just didn't seem like you guys were terribly thrilled to like, you know, and that's okay. Please don't take this the wrong way when I say this. It kind of flopped, and that tells me that it wasn't the right product for my audience for whatever reason, and that's perfectly all right. I thought like, oh, cool, a tea that you know, promotes like good sleep habits, or you know, increased energy without, you know, as much of a crash, and lower acid for folks who have a hard time with their digestive stuff with coffee and all of that, and has, you know, a little bit more easily pronounced ingredients and things like that. But it was, you know, yeah. And that's totally all right that it didn't really take off. But I'm not, you know, I'm not big on, you know, this whole idea of just like constant chasing, you know, influencer relationships. I just feel like, even though I totally understand why other people do it, and I say with genuine enthusiasm, get that bag, it's just not something that I'm really capable of. I can't, you know, a lot of those companies do not pay super well, if they pay at all, for this stuff. They give you a discount, they give your community a discount, maybe you get a percentage of the sale, but unless you're like really into it and willing to like talk about it incessantly, and, you know, invest a bunch of time and energy into making content around it and stuff, chances are you're not going to make a whole lot of money off of it. And that's not really, I guess, you know, a big deal. But I just don't have the spare time and energy for, well, maybe you should drink more energy drinks, 9. Do you have a drink that creates more time? Anybody created a drink that increases the available amount of time you have so that I can still sleep? That would be awesome. No? Standing in line is a big draw for some conventions. I'm like, what? You'd buy stock in that? Yeah, the further I get into this, the more I realize that we often undervalue ourselves. Like, if someone approaches you to work with their company or to talk about their product or their game or whatever, their service, and it's something that you think would be really awesome, what up, Stereo Funk? You know, and you're excited about it in and of your own sort of interests, and you think it sounds cool. And so you're like, yeah, hell yeah, I'll talk about your game in exchange for a key for myself and some keys for my community. Like, why wouldn't I do that? Exclamation point, Doug Step. Sounds like a bakery accident. That's cool. Like, I think that's cool, but you know, if it's not something that you would normally gravitate toward, and a company is asking you to talk about it, to devote time and energy to it, I think that's, you know, it's okay for you to say, thanks for asking. Thank you for expressing interest in having me represent you for free, but no. Thank you, Cranston. We have ads coming in about 3 minutes. If you guys are watching on Twitch, there may be up to 90 seconds of ads in about 2.5 minutes. Thanks for staying through ad breaks. It does help support the channel. I appreciate you. And we are looking to try to get to YouTube Partner Level 2, where we would earn ad revenue from videos, shorts feed, etc. So if you want to help with that, the best way you can do that is to subscribe and check out the stuff I do post there in terms of shorts and everything. And there's some playlists that you can throw up as background noise, or you want to catch up on some past broadcasts. There's a Twitch VOD archive playlist on there with hundreds of videos from the last few years. Company's got cash. Cha-ching. All right, so I don't know. I'm playing a little bit of Yarn Chicken here, kind of. I have another small ball of this dark purple yarn that I would be able to make use of if it's necessary. I'm on the second of 4 rows of K2 P2 ribbing. This is acrylic yarn, but it's got a really nice soft texture to it. It's not scratchy by any stretch of the imagination. And I would put this at the lighter end of a category 5. It's certainly not the, you know, it's definitely heftier than standard worsted weight, but it's not like Knit Picks Wheat Crochet, the Brava acrylic yarn line has a tendency, in my opinion, typically to be kind of on the lighter side of any of the categories marked on the yarns. So their worsted tends to be a little bit lighter. But then their sport is almost a little on the thicker side to me, because like I'm using their sport weight, the Brava sport weight, in combination with the Mega Ball yarn from Hobie. And the Mega Ball yarn and the Brava Sport are like the same weight. I'm making a blanket using both of those yarns. I would almost even say that the Brava Sport might be just very slightly thicker than the Mega Ball, which lists itself as a worsted. So, caution, proceed with caution. Just because something says worsted weight does not mean that it is an appropriate substitution for absolutely everything. And if you're looking for a great website that will help you decide on yarns or try and pick a potential substitution, I think it's called yarnsub.com. Yarnsub.com. Oh my goodness. Boss says, I lost my job at the OJ factory. I couldn't concentrate. Cranston would have laughed, Kipo. You chuckled inside. Well, that makes one of us. Do the math. All right. 2 more rounds of K2P2 ribbon. You guys think I'm gonna make it? Should we do a prediction? Will I make it? Will I have to attach a new ball of yarn? 2 more rounds. There's 120 stitches here. Should we do a prediction? Have I sorted my Halloween costumes? If by sorted you mean, not necessarily, Cranston. Not necessarily. I tend to go back and forth. Have they decided what they want to be? Yeah. Is, Ramona and Henry's costume gonna kill me? Maybe. We've been in Just Chatting all day, and I've been knitting and yapping. It's fine. Sorted, chosen, planned. I downloaded a template for the masks for Henry and Ramona's Hornet and Pure Vessel costumes because Henry has been just tunnel vision on Silk Song. So Finn's gonna be a bunch of him and a bunch of his friends are all going as the guy with the mask from the Scary Movie is the parody of it. What's it called? Scream. Right? So some of them are going with the Scream mask and some are going with the what's the character in Scary Movie called? I mean, it's called Ghostface, right? Isn't it? But it's like all goofy in Scary Movie. What's that? You were about to type out WhatsApp. Yeah. So we have that already. We already have one of those masks. So, because of course we do. That's already figured out. But the EVA foam masks for Henry and Ramona are going to be quite the thing. I bought some fabric. The parody was better than the original. That'll happen. I mean, I think Super Troopers is one of the best cop movies ever made. And it is totally like satire slash parody slash... you know, it's not a straight up parody of a specific film. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna butter your bread. Hey, Farva, what's that place you like with all the crap on the walls? Liter a cola. My husband and I will say liter a cola to each other sometimes. I'll have a liter of cola. I am so close to finishing this thing, but not only do I have to make it to the end of this round, I think this is the last round of ribbing. I also have to cast off, and I'm looking at this ball of yarn and I'm going, bind off, cast off, whatever. Oh yeah, if you guys play the drop game and you win, you can earn yourself a free sub or a sub for a friend, or a donation to charity in its stead.
$3 donation to charity if you prefer. You just have to get a drop that is 95.95 or higher. 100 equals a tier 3 or $10 to charity. And an actual 0 equals a 5 bomb or $10 to charity. Bind off loosely, but don't let go. Which I almost just did. I almost lost a stitch. Almost dropped a stitch and had it start unraveling. I mean, I did drop the stitch, but drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Getting there. I think we're gonna have just enough yarn. Part of me wishes that I was using all of this yarn and it would have been okay with me to have to attach this other small ball of yarn because it would mean I was using up the remainder of it. I do have something of an obligation this afternoon outside of stream.
Oh, yay. I had a message from Devin from Starlight. I'm so excited to see Devin and Tara. And actually, I don't know if Tara is coming this year. We'll see who all will be there. There's going to be a ton of people in Charity Hall that I'm going to be excited to connect with. I think SU2C is actually going to have a booth. I think they might have had one last year too, but I didn't go last year. Cranston's in the soup. You're always unraveling. You love yarn chicken, especially when it is not your project. Ramona was asking me about the little owl that you made me. That's so cool. That's on my shelves behind me. T-Weasel. Yeah. It's okay. It's just a display piece anyhow, so... It did turn out cuter than you expected. It's adorable, and it's just awesome because you made it. I reached out to a friend of mine who lives in San Diego too to see if maybe she might be available to meet up, like just for coffee or something like that. I'm gonna be super busy while I'm there, but we haven't seen each other in a while, and we were really good friends along. I mean, we're still good friends, but we hung out a lot before I settled down and had kids and all that stuff. We both used to work in restaurants and had a lot of mutual friends, and became really good, really close friends. I used to stay at her house a lot, like if we went out, and I'd just be like, yeah, at this point, if I could just crash here for the, next few hours and I can get up and get myself home, so I wasn't trying to like take a cab home in the middle of the night or public transportation and stuff, which isn't like at least it wasn't too bad back then. in Portland. Like we're talking early 2000s. In the year 2000. In the year 2000. It was, we were both much wilder back then, but we've both tamed considerably. And I think she has like a pet sitting business now there. Conan O'Brien. Conan O'Brien wants to, well, let him come ask for it then in my chat. What is Conan O'Brien up to these days? I don't pay attention to anything to do with like network television really anymore. Alrighty, look at this. We more than beat Yarn Chicken here. Might even have enough here for like a headband or something similar. All right, look at that. Whee! All done. On screen finish. On stream. On stream finish. Oh, that's delightful. Oh my god. Do I have to? I can't keep everything I make. 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 It is a very dark plum purple. I was thinking about listing it in my shop. It's such a dark plum purple that it looks black. But it is a very dark purple. And I think the stitches turned out much better on this than they would have if I had gone with the other combination I was trying to use. You can actually see the stitch definition a lot better. I like this pattern. It's not difficult. You could probably hold worsted weight double and it would work for this. And the sizing would, this is a little on the small side compared to the other one that I made. Using the same needles, but with a little bit thicker yarn. Oh, I need to weave in the ends. I better not put it over there or I'll forget to weave in the ends until I go to pick it up to send it to someone or whatever. Guys, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much for being here. You guys are so awesome. We'll say bye-bye to YouTube. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you if you were watching on YouTube. I gotta remember not to, forget to end YouTube stream.